back one final time on Hot Roster today, and for the first true time this season, we're breaking down the NBA on Hot Roster today. And
that
not
makes you
down,
happy, Gary.
It does. I'm a big NBA guy. We're not breaking down a card per se, but all the guys we talk about today will be available on the multitude of cards on HotRoster.com. So we're basically breaking down everything for you. We're going to find these guys. We're going to talk about them against their season averages so far this year. So whether it be 3 games, whether it be 4 games, it's a small sample sizes here, but we're going to give over-unders based upon their exact Hot Roster point total averages. So let's start with Blake Griffin, who gets the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's averaged 36 Hot Roster points per game so far this season. Does he go over or under that number, Cam?
I think it's a tad low, Gary, and because Blake Griffin's doing it all. He can score. The rebound numbers are solid, and once in a while, he'll even give you that nice three-pointer as well. So I have to look at the number of 36, thinking this guy can get anywhere between 38 and 42. I think the number is slightly a little bit too low. I like the progression for Griff going up. You're on the clock. What do you got for me, buddy?
We talked about it the last time we talked about the NBA, where the Hot Roster scoring sets up, where it's good for the big men, because guys who can score points, with points being weighted equal to rebounds, but more specifically, rebounds being weighted the same as blocks and steals and assists. It's so much easier to get rebounds. I think only 4 players last season averaged above 10 assists per game. 35, 40 did it in rebounds. It's a lot easier to rebound the basketball. So I think he's averaging 12.5 rebounds per 36. That's a career high for him so far this season. And also, something that's very important with these daily type contests, Oklahoma City, the opponent the Clippers have tonight, the highest pace in the NBA, 106.8 possessions per 48. This is a fast game. There's going to be a lot of possessions. Points will be scored in this contest. Give me the over.
I like that
with
pace
Blake Griffin. DeMar DeRozan, who's been on absolute fire so far this season, came averaging 35 points per game, but on Hot Roster averaging 40 points per game. So over under 40 against Washington tonight.
Keep digging. I'm going under, and we love DeMar. Hey, he's been great, off to a great start, but the number is inflated due to the hot start. You can't keep this up. I know with Washington we could see some points, but this guy's really lighting it up. We're going to have an average game now. It's kind of like my buddy Brian Blessing said, water always finds its level. He can't keep this pace, and the number is too high because of what he's done early in the season. Give me under.
Right now, he leads the Eastern Conference in usage rate, which is a great number. He's only trailing Russell Westbrook. It's up at 38%, but Kyle Lowry's still in this offense. Jonas Valanciunas is getting there a little bit. He's got to score, too, because he's not a guy. He's, for his career, averaging about 4 rebounds a game, 4 assists per game. That's nice. But
so he's got to get you 32, 33.
Exactly. The assists have not been there so far this season. I'm with you. He's shooting 54%. He's the mid-range king. You're not going to shoot 54% for the mid. It just doesn't happen. So going under with DeMar DeRozan. Andre Drummond.
This guy's an enigma.
32 points. Gets Brooklyn, however, tonight. We know that the big knock on Drummond in fantasy for season long is the free throw shooting.
Oh, it's awful.
But people love Drummond in daily, especially on Hot Roster, because you don't lose any points for the missed free throws. You just don't gain any points.
Such a good point by you. If this guy if we lost points for free throws, he's a disaster.
Can't do it.
But points and rebounds, 32 is way too low for Drummond. This guy, he can get you. How many rebounds can he get you in this game? In a great matchup as well.
Well, right now at 15.5, which leads the NBA.
I wouldn't be surprised, though. But, Gary, 32 seems low because he'll do a couple of the other things as well when we look at the other statistics. And you said it, no minuses. Over for Drummond. I wish he could hit a free throw, though.
I do wish he could, and he'll get his chances. He might hit 2 or 3 of the 16 he takes.
He had that one game at the start where he had 6 rebounds, but other than that, he's been doing fine.
Massive on the over, and that was really
13, 23, and 20. So if he gets 20, 23 rebounds, he's going to get over 10, 11 points in the game.
Like I said, leads the NBA in rebounds right now, and Brooklyn actually is the 5th worst defensive rebounding rate as a team this season. Brook Lopez has not been on the floor a lot for them, and he's arguably their best rebounder. I think Drummond dominates the glass in this game. Also has a career-high usage rate so far this season. So give me the over on the 32 points. Paul Millsap. 33 points we have as the over-under this season. That's what he's been averaging on Hot Roster.
Guy does everything well.
And gets the Lakers.
I just love the Lakers have been surprisingly playing better basketball.
They've been playing better basketball, but they still give up a ton of points.
They do, but they've been doing well. They've been
doing well. Yes.
The one issue I have why I'm going under, and I love Paul Millsap, it's the injury concerns. I think they're going to be really watching his minutes, Gary, because this guy has been nursing some serious injuries. That's the only reason I go under. I go over. I have a feeling again this is the game where they actually are in good. They're going to take him out in the game and not play the minute. That's just a calculated risk that I'm taking under.
No, it's true. If he only logs 26, 27
that's what I think is going to happen.
It's going to be hard for him to reach that number. Although I will say, if there's ever been a season where he could do that in limited time, it is this season right now. As we know, huge changes in Atlanta. No Al Horford, no Jeff Teague. Right now, his usage rate up at 29.5%. easily a career high. He's averaging 16 field goal attempts per game.
That's
also
a lot.
Easily a career high against the Lakers team. Right now, both these teams top 10 in pace, so it's going to be an up-tempo game. It could get out of hand, and I agree with you in that aspect. There's a risk here, but I think I'm going to take the over on 33 points for Paul Millsap. So that wasn't, again, specifically an NBA card.
You also like Kemba Walker. I like over because he's a scoring machine. Do you agree? Okay, good.
12 games last season, above 30 points. He can get there almost by himself.
Exactly.
That was Hot Roster today. Guys, if you want to play the NFL cards, if you want to play the NBA cards tonight, do so on HotRoster.com. For Cam Stewart, I'm Gary and Thorne. We'll check you guys tomorrow.